Good evening, San Diego. I'm Teresa Sardina. We hope your Thursday is going well. I'm live at the Coronado Unified School District. Let Them Breathe rallies continue. The parent group is calling for action to end mask mandates for students K through 12 in schools, and a board meeting is underway, and more than 100 community members are inside to call for action. We have details coming up, but first, let's say good evening to Francella.
We're going to toss to Teresa Sardina. She joins us live from Coronado. She's been following the Let Them Breathe campaign. She's got a group behind her. Teresa, oh, she does not. All right. Teresa, what's happening?
Good evening, Logan. Yeah, this Let Them Breathe rally just wrapped up. Over 100 parents, they were rallying. They were calling for action. They want the mask mandate to end for students K through 12. So that rally just wrapped up, and they're heading inside here at the Coronado Unified School District board meeting. And it's quite different because normally these board meetings have been virtual. Well, the board, they're allowing many people to voice their concern about everything going on with mask mandates. But we want to talk to some families here that were part of the rally. We have the Contreras family. We have Marco. He ran for State Assembly, District 79. How are you doing, Marco?
Doing great, Teresa. Thank you for having us.
And your wife, Natalie. Hello.
Hi, thank you so much.
We have Harper and River. And we have Callie O'Connor. You're a Coronado parent as well with your grandson, Caleb. Thank you so much for joining us on KUSI. You know, Marco, I want to talk to you. I was listening to yours during the rally, and you were advocating for so many families here in the district. Tell us why it was so important for you to be here.
Well, what we have is just the people speaking up against the tyrannical mandates by the government. And the people, we're speaking up. We're saying, hey, enough is enough. That's why we're going to win this. We're going to unmask our children, and we're going to recall this governor September 14th.
You have 2 children here. Are you going to be sending them to class with masks?
No, we're not. They actually go to private school. And we switched schools because they were going to a school that was demanding masks. And we said, enough is enough. We don't believe in that. There's no scientific proof that children should be masked. And we've had enough.
And Natalie, how are you going to handle it? As a mother, you know, if your children are in class and they're being told to wear masks and they say, no, you know, I don't want to wear a mask. How are you going to handle it if they maybe send your kids home?
I really feel like as a parent, you are in charge of your child's complete well-being, their emotional well-being as well. And so, you know, we're not anti-mask, but we are for mask choice, and that every parent should have the choice in what's best for their own children.
Thank you, Natalie. All right, Callie, you called for this rally here in front of the board meeting. The board meeting just started at 4 o'clock. You guys have been out here since 3 o'clock. Tell us what it was like gathering everyone here, and everyone had signs, more than 100 people.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the community, and I'm really excited about the speakers that we had. The children were well represented, I think, and I think it was really good to do it in front of the board meeting because it's a way that they will really hear us. They did have a board meeting that was closed to the public, and so this was one way to open the door for us to be heard.
Well, we appreciate your time coming out here talking with us on camera. Are you going to be talking in front of the board this evening?
I'm not, but my daughter is, and this is my grandson, and this is why I did it. My daughter had asked if I could help with the mask situation at a school. Caleb is type 1, has type 1 diabetes, and so he thinks he doesn't want to wear a mask. He thinks that it's the best choice, and his mom does too. So we wanted to support him in the school. You know, we have a choice to stay or a choice to go. And now, right now in our community, we really would like to stay and have Caleb go to the school here. If not, then we'll have to make the choice when it's declared next week.
All right, Callie, thank you so much. And Natalie, Mark, I just want to ask you quickly before we go, how is administration in your private school handling enforcing mask rules?
Well, the school we're going to now, it's going to be by choice. If you want to wear a mask, you can. If not, and that's why we decided to attend there. And that's how we believe it should be.
And if you can, share the name of the school.
It's Victory Christian Academy, and they've actually just given parents a survey to hear the parents' voice and what they want for their children, and we're so thankful they're giving us a voice.
Family, thank you so much. Kelly, we appreciate it. Thank you. All right, Logan, I'm going to send it back to you. We're here live at Coronado Unified School District. As you just heard, the private school that the Contreras family is sending their kids to, they're saying mask choice. Well, many schools across the county are saying you have to mask up or there will be penalties maybe, or maybe they have to go virtual learning. But we'll be here live throughout Good Evening San Diego and catch up with some other parents as well. Logan?
A lot of parents and students having to make difficult decisions and choices. Teresa, thanks.
But first of all, say hello to Teresa. Hello.
Hello, Dan. Good evening, San Diego. We hope everyone's having a good Thursday. I'm live at Coronado Unified School District, and there is a board meeting underway as a Let Them Breathe rallies continue across the state. In fact, there are 3 today here in San Diego. There's one in Escondido, El Cajon, and we're here in Coronado. More than 100 people are inside that board meeting right now. We have details coming up, but first, let's say good evening to Francella.
You're watching Good Evening San Diego.
A series of Let Them Breathe rallies are underway across the county this evening ahead of district school board meetings. The parent group is calling for action to end mask mandates for students in K through 12 schools. KUSI's Teresa Sardina joins us live from Coronado Unified School District with the latest tonight. Teresa, good evening.
Good evening, Ginger. Yes, 3 Let Them Breathe rallies are taking place right now. One in Escondido, El Cajon, and I'm here in Coronado, right in front of the district office. And more than 100 people attended the rally at 3 o'clock, and now they're inside of the board meeting. It is a packed house. Several people even outside just listening in to the meeting. 2 issues on the agenda. They're talking about the mask mandates, addressing many concerns these parents have, and also critical race theory. But I have 2 parents here, mother and daughter as well. We have Kelly O'Connor, and she organized the rally, and we have Ashley Matthews, and you're a mom, and you feel it's really important to be here. Yeah. So we have some video of this rally we want to show our viewers, and also what's taking place in the board meeting while we have our conversation about it. But first, Ashley, I want to start with you. Yeah. What was it like inside? It was really loud, like peaked in, packed house.
Yeah, it was super heated. I guess that there were 40 people that stayed and wanted to comment and have their voice be heard for their kids. And I guess that's the most they've ever had. So people were heated. They were ready to talk about just hot bottom. I can't topic.
Yeah. So you were speaking.
Yeah.
What were you addressing to the board?
I was addressing mask mandates. We really want to make mask choice a priority for our kids, making sure medical freedom stays in the hands of parents and things like that. So that's really what I was fighting for.
How many kids do you? How are you going to handle this going back to school? Are you going to have your son wear a mask?
It's a really good question. I'm really feeling the heat. I'm not really sure what we're going to do. I feel like I'm waiting for peace or another opportunity to open. I'm feeling like 7 hours a day sitting in that hot room. I was already getting a headache and just feeling what these kids are going to go through. There's no air conditioning in these classrooms. So to think about, it just felt like this is torture, and these are kids. And so I don't see how I'm going to be able to do that. So I think we'll have to find another option.
And there are 42 districts in the county. Many schools have started already, and some are starting next week and also the end of the month. And these rallies continue with Let Them Breathe, the parent group, and it's growing across the state. Why was it so important for you to hold this meeting this evening ahead of the board meeting?
There's a lot of things going on in Coronado right now. The critical race, the sex ed, the no place for hate. But the top right now, our concern is the well-being of our children and masking. And so what's happening is these children now are going to increase in hours, and they're also going to have to increase with their masks on all the time. I drive by the school during summer school, and outside recess is with masks. So what they are doing right now is going to restaurants, they're going to church, they're going everywhere, but now they're going to have to mask up. And there's a couple things. One, just to be sensitive to those that have gotten the vaccine, they are going to be masked. So it's really, everyone is going to have to be masked, and so no one's really getting a choice. And that's what we're asking. Let Them Breathe as an organization to ask the community or the district to take the ownership. Like, let us be responsible. Our grandson has an autoimmune disease, and so he's already carrying something heavy in his little body. And so we think that we know best what's right for him. And we feel like we want to stand up for other parents that feel the same way.
All right, Kelly O'Connor and Ashley Matthews, thank you so much for joining us on Good Evening San Diego. All right, Ginger, I'm going to send it back to you. We're live here at Coronado Unified School District. And I was also talking to the Contreras family of Coronado. In fact, they pulled their kids out of a school nearby and placed them into Victory Christian Academy in Chula Vista because they're saying mask choice for everyone on campus. And that is a private school. Ginger?
Yeah, I think we'll be hearing more of those stories as well. All right, Teresa, we'll see you next hour. Thank you.
But first, say hello to Teresa. Hello.
Hello, Dan. Good evening, San Diego. Dan was just talking about let them play. Well, we're talking about let them breathe. And these rallies continue across the county. I'm here live at Coronado Unified School District, and that rally just wrapped up. Now, more than 100 parents are inside for a board meeting. We have details coming up, and we'll hear from some Coronado parents. But first, let's say good evening to Francella.
A series of Let Them Breathe rallies are underway across the county this evening ahead of district school board meetings. The parent group is calling for action to end mask mandates for students in K-12 schools. KUSI's Teresa Sardina joins us live from Coronado Unified School District with the latest tonight. Good evening, Teresa.
Good evening, Ginger. And 3 rallies were held today, one in Escondido, El Cajon, and I'm here in Coronado right in front of the district board. And there's a meeting happening right now. It started at 4 o'clock and they're still in session. So Let Them Breathe rallies started at 3 o'clock. Take a look at this video. More than 100 people attended this rally, and they are growing across the county. In fact, across the state, they have their signs saying let them breathe, mask choice. There were several speakers today just expressing their concern of mask wearing inside of the classroom. We also have some video of what took place inside of the board meeting. We're told about 50 speakers were addressing the board, just expressing their concerns over mask wearing. And many parents we spoke to say they understand the state has a mask mandate. Well, the CDC is recommending mask wearing. So we're talking about mask wearing inside of the classroom. We had an opportunity to speak with many Coronado parents. Kelly O'Connor, she organized the rally, and also her daughter joined in on the conversation. Ashley Matthews, let's listen in.
It was super heated. I feel like, I guess that there were 40 people that stayed and wanted to comment and have their voice be heard for their kids. And I guess that's the most they've ever had. I was addressing mask mandates. We really want to make mask choice a priority for our kids, making sure medical freedom stays in the hands of parents and things like that.
There's a lot of things going on in Coronado right now. The critical race, the sex ed, the no place for hate. But the top right now, our concern is the well-being of our children and masking. And so what's happening is these children now are going to increase in hours, and they're also going to have to increase with their masks on all the time. I drive by the school during summer school, and outside recess is with masks. So what they are doing right now is going to restaurants, they're going to church, they're going everywhere, but now they're going to have to mask up. And there's a couple things. One, just to be sensitive to those that have gotten the vaccine, they are going to be masked. So it's really, everyone is going to have to be masked, and so no one's really getting a choice. And that's what we're asking. Let Them Breathe is an organization to ask the community or the district to take the ownership. Like, let us be responsible. Our grandson has an autoimmune disease, and so he's already carrying something heavy in his little body. And so we think that we know best what's right for him, and we feel like we want to stand up for other parents that feel the same way.
And that's why these parents are attending these rallies that are ahead of board meetings. They're not asking the district to drop the mask mandates. They're just asking for mask choice, K through 12, inside of the classroom. And I was looking at the Let Them Breathe rallies websites, and it appears more rallies are on the calendar as schools are starting for the school year. Ginger?
All right, Teresa Sardina reporting live in Coronado. Thank you.